And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense lining up for a first down play. Toss to the outside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Harvey. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. On target to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvey. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to it.
On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. UCF. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? They'll run play action. Still looking, on the move. Floats it out in space. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. A fair catch called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking the play. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Hard running there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, short yardage situation. They decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Lining up to add another.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Obliterates him, still on the move. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball fast. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this run.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pittman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, UCF 3.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Jefferson coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The option look. Now the toss. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They run the reverse. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Good timing and execution on the jet sweep. They're able to use his speed on the perimeter to help generate that 1st down.
And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. The running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand, fighting off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The run from the shotgun. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And the ball's free in the backfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The inside handoff. Steamrolls his way ahead. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Going up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Scatterbo. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvey. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
UCF.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think the OC will be really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. How about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking for space. It's Harvey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Handoff to the single back. Dances away from one. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moving away from pressure. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
The toss to the outside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Knights have moved it inside the 20. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Discards a man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Scatterbo. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
The 3rd quarter of play with the score Arizona State 28, UCF 10.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but...
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Makes his connection.
Coming up, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Got his man to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got it on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Just buried it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
35.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Caught near the sticks. It's Boone. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Complete downfield. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. It's Jefferson. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Now on second down. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.